Okay, so one of the things that obviously are in math papers are going to be things like theorems, lemmas, definitions, remarks, stuff like that. So let me just put a section here, uh, just because I want to have a section. Let me compile it just so I can get it looking like I want it to. Okay. Oh, let me put it back to article. Even had trouble with article there. I cannot type and spell at the same time. I can barely spell without typing or without talking. Anyways, okay. So if I want a theorem, the way that I do that, I'm going to show you kind of multiple ways. But the first level, and this is also in that link to how to learn LaTeX in 30 minutes. There's something I forget what it's called on the left-hand side. If you go down to the mathematics section, I think. What is it? Yeah, if you go down to the left, it says field specific is the notation or the heading, and then under it says theorems and proofs, and you can go there to get to theorems and proofs. Anyways, so the thing that I just want to begin with, if you just want a theorem, here's the command. Just new theorem. It is a command that takes in two arguments. One is going to be what the name of the command is, so I'll just call it theorem, and the other is going to be what shows up in bold text. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to come down here, and this is an environment. So begin theorem, end theorem, and then let f be a differentiable function, or let f be a function that is differentiable at the point C, then f is continuous at C. Okay, now when I recompile, this is going to give us a theorem like we're accustomed to. Okay, so notice I want to point out a couple of things. The theorem part is in bold. It's theorem 1 because it is the first theorem, and let f, and then the actual like statement of the theorem is written in the sort of italics math script that we're accustomed to. If I do another theorem, I'm just going to write this as another one. Notice what's going to happen. I recompile it, theorem 2, and so on. Of course, after a theorem, a lot of times we want to have a proof. I'm going to get rid of this theorem. So we want to have a proof. So this is going to be begin proof. And again, share LaTeX is automatically going to put the end proof there. And now here's where we put the proof. So let f be a continuous function. And then so on and so forth. And when I recompile it, it's going to be exactly what we want it to be, except there's a problem. And what is a problem? Theorem is just something that is with LaTeX. So actually, the command new theorem is something that is with LaTeX. But if we want to do proof, we have to add a new package or import a new package called AMS theorem. Whoops. AMS theorem. And now when I compile this, it will work properly. Okay, and that's exactly what we would expect. And finally, let's say we want to have a corollary, so we can add a different sort of theorem environment. So new theorem, but it's just to COR for corollary. We'll have this, and I'll come down here, begin corollary. And then if the function f of x equals x squared is continuous. That's the corollary because it's differentiable. It's kind of a dumb thing to say. But anyways, if I recompile it, it's going to give me a corollary. And notice it says theorem 1 and corollary 1. So the way that we have it set right now, each different theorem environment is going to be numbered sequentially for each one. So like if I did the next theorem, it would say theorem 2, and the next corollary would say corollary 2, and so on and so forth.